Testing, testing. All right, fans, sorry about the technical difficulties there. We are now live. George, we got it figured out here. 0-0 here. It'll be Whaley, Palmer. And on defense, it'll be Sisson and Kopez. To his left is Kazara. The draw, one back to Kopez. Kopez over to Sisson. That shot trying to dribble through, and it can't necessarily make it all the way. Back the other way goes Connor Carey. He sends it deep into the zone. Bounces off the net behind Fitzpatrick. And it's Sisson up the wall. Gets it up to Palmer, who gets it out of the zone to Whaley. Now it's Sisson. Can't make a man miss, and we got a call here for interference. It looks like Palmer's going to the box here, and the Irish are going on the power play.
Yeah, not what you want in the first couple minutes, but, Knights penalty was really, really good last time against Victor. Let's see if they replicate it here.
All right, here we go. The Knights kill will be tested early in this one. 15:57, only a minute and 3 seconds in. To kill, it'll be Friedlander, Kopez, Sisson, and Nagel. For the Irish, star forward Issa Mohammed and Aris Miller provide the defense. That shot squandered wide. Kopez up the wall, gains the red line, and now into the offensive zone. Battling down in the corner is Nagel. That one squirts out of the zone, and Sisson can't quite find Kopez, but it's still going to drift over to him. Trying to make a move. He does. He misses three. Now it's Kopez into the offensive zone, trying to get around Miller. The Knights still on the kill, 124. Callery across the ice, trying to keep it deep. The Little Irish get it across their own blue line. Now it's Connor Carey trying to take it in and cause some havoc. Carey gets it deep behind Fitzpatrick. That one trying to get settled on the boards by the Irish. That shot just wide from the Irish. Now back up the other way goes Callery. He gets by Carey deep down into the corner. Callery battling. Can hear Chuck Dozier saying time, time, time. AQ now up the ice. Now he's trying to get it on goal. He goes behind the net and trying to get it up to the point. Can he? No. Kept in by number 12, Tyler Day. There he is. He's back in ice. And it's going to be Emmons who sends it down. No icing is called. Now it's the all-Greater Rochester defenseman for the Knights, Drew Palmer. Trying to get it up to Nagel. He can't. The Irish back in on the Knights. And a 2-on-1, and they're not going to be able to do anything with it. Palmer back up the other way. Headmans it up to Liam Palmer. Now they're trying to keep it in the zone. Can they? Not necessarily. Chips out of the zone. Over to Drew Palmer, and he's going to send that one in on frame. Tough bounce. Well handled by Gotti. George, what do you see so far from the Knights?
Great penalty kill, and a lot of great puck movement there by the Knights on the penalty kill right there. AQ's got their chances, but I think McQuaid has really done well on the penalty kill right there.
No doubt. Now it's Wiegand into the zone, and he's not going to be able to do anything with it. Turns it over. Now it's number 15 up the ice for the Irish. Kazara flips that one deep, and there is going to be icing called. George, how's the low ceiling play into effect in here?
Oh, this is a pretty old stadium, and so it's going to be kind of hard for the if you want to clear the puck, you got to be careful of this route because it could go bounce right in your offensive zone. Player takes it in, shoots, and they score. So you got to be careful with that.
No doubt. It's been pretty even play so far. And it's going to be DeProsa on the far wall trying to do something with it. He can't. Shot. Down low. And that one deflects wide to Fitzpatrick. Now it's number 5 for the Irish. That's Cam Stewart. And nothing will do there. And back to center ice we go. No goal scored, though. Just back to center ice. Carey on the draw for the Irish. Saracen for the Knights. He wins it. A little bit of a miscommunication there. And now it's Sisson in his own zone taking it out. Can he get it past number 4? That's Connor Carey. Yes, he can. Up to Kopez. Breaks it out beautifully for the Knights. And is he onside? Saracen stays onside. Babenzi dumping a shoulder in front. Can't do anything there. Now it's Kopez up near the blue line. Sends it over to Callery. Trying to do something there with it. He can. It squirts in front. Now it's Kopez 1-0. And Gotti turns that one aside. Scramble in front. Babenzi fires. That one saved. What a few chances for the Knights, and it's not out of danger yet. Callery pressuring defenseman for the Irish. That one squirts in front. Saracen backhander in front. Saved by Gotti. And the Irish trying to get it out. You can hear the noise in here. Now it's Kopez. Floats one in down to Callery. Working on the Irish defense is Callery. Gets it up to Kopez. Kopez holding it along the half wall. Back to Callery. Callery trying to get it in front and create some danger for the Knights. He fakes, does a no-look pass, spins around at the upper portion of the blue line. And that one is going to be cleared away by Connor Carey for icing.
Absolute stunner chance by McQuaid. Great job by AQ not to let a goal in, but absolute stunner by McQuaid. They've had some really good chances in that zone.
No doubt, and I think one of the things you see from the Knights is coming out here with good energy as they did against Victor.
Absolutely, yeah. That was a huge key to the game, Victor, you win that game after they've, what they did last year, and they come out here very, very aggressive, and that's what you want to see.
Face off in the offensive zone, the Knights lose it. Now it's Stewart trying to get it out of the zone for the Irish. The leading point scorer for the Irish, but Drew Palmer gets a hold of it and tries to go into the zone. Now it's Palmer and Kazara battling for it in the far corner. Wiegand trying to keep it in, but it's Bodie Whaley who ultimately does. Kazara down in the zone, does a quick spin move on the Irish defense. Now it's Palmer into the zone, a good hit on 15 from the Irish. And now the Irish trying to get it out of the zone. Issa Mohammed sends it over to Cam Stewart, but that one can't be controlled. Trying to get it out of the zone is Drew Palmer. Palmer sends it over to Wiegand, and Wiegand fans on it. That's trouble for the Knights, but he recovers quickly. And now the ref gets in the way, but Wiegand regains control, sends it across the off boards to Kazara. Kazara over to Palmer. He fires. He got the first one last year, Palmer. Let's see if he can do it again. Now it's Whaley along the far boards. Loads, fires, and that's a goal! The Knights net it! Whaley gets the first. What do you see there?
Absolutely amazing puck movement by McQuaid. Bodie Whaley gets a goal, and that's exactly what they need. Get up early on this team.
Yeah, no doubt, and the energy, you could feel it there. It was starting to go McQuaid's way as they continue to get more shots and more shots. Let's see what they can do now.
Absolutely. The energy is huge, and that's exactly what they needed to do. Get your energy in.
All right, it'll be Saracen and Carey to take the face-off. 1-0, or 1-0, as they say in hockey terms, George. Too much World Cup.
I know.
Emmons in his own zone, gets it up to Jeremy Kuhn, out of the zone to Callery. And now it's Saracen, 2-on-2. Fires that one down into the corner. Saracen battling for it down low. It squirts out in front, and Emmons is not going to commit. It'll be the Irish number 25 and 12, Tyler Day, penetrating forward, but nothing will happen. Bovenzi sends it over to Emmons, and that one is then squirted back to Kuhn. Kuhn and Emmons get it deep into the zone, and they'll go for a change. 9:10 to go in the first period. The Irish turn it over in their own zone. It's Sean Donlin over to Kopez, who tries working it deep into the zone. Can he? He gets by one, and now it's Kopez down deep into the zone. Kopez looking up top for Roger. Fires that one in front. And oh, what a save by Gotti. Nagel had an empty net practically and just couldn't get it in. Are they in the way? Now it's kept in by Sisson. Walking the line. A little bit of a hold. Not going to get any call. Kopez tries to work it in and he can't. Now it's Mohammed out of the zone. A miscommunication there. 2-on-2 for the Knights. Sisson can't do anything there. The Irish finally clear it. Off the stick of number 29, Connor Mangone. He's second in points for the Irish. Hasn't been existent yet. Hope to see an impact from him probably if you're an Aquinas fan. Now it's Friedlander in across the line, fires far side. And now it's on the far boards for Nagel. And out of the zone comes Connor Carey. Carey 4-on-2. It's on the Day stick. Tyler Day with a chance there. Couldn't bury. And Palmer is illuminated at his own goal line. That's a stiff hit on Drew Palmer. And that one is chipped out of the zone. Is there going to be icing called? Yes, there will. 7:38 to go.
McQuaid's been all over the offensive zone. You know, Aquinas just had no chances, but McQuaid just buzzing around that offensive zone, Don. We're back? All right, here we go. We're back. Aquinas. Nice play by McQuaid. Oh, just shot high. Saracen. Over to Renzi. Renzi gets the puck. Circling around the net. Aquinas play lost his stick. Sisson winding up. And God, he saves it. Guy's been really good so far, folks. He's really, really good. McQuaid's got a lot of chances. Here we go. Gallery just missed the net. Whaley again. He's been all over the ice tonight, folks.
That goes into the
That goes in the zone. Face-off will be back in the Aquinas zone again. McQuaid just kept it all tonight, folks. They haven't left the Aquinas zone.
All right, folks, we're sorry here about the technical difficulties. Lakeshore, they don't have the best stable internet connection here, so we are running off Wi-Fi instead of hardwired connection. That one gets through in front, and it's Kopez behind the Aquinas net. Now it's Drew Palmer trying to do something to make it happen for the Knights. Kopez down low in the corner, battling number 15 for the Irish. Callery comes away with the puck. Now it's Drew Palmer down in the zone, cycles back to Callery. Callery trying to make something happen and get the Knights another goal before the end of the period. Callery sends it over to Whaley. Whaley in a dangerous spot. Can't get anything going. That one dumped deep into the zone. It's Kopez. 28 seconds to go here. Kopez trying to do something. Can't really make anything happen there. Sends it over to the far wall to Whaley. Whaley to Palmer. Palmer to Wiegand. Wiegand on the ground. Good block there by Connor Carey. Wiegand gets it down low. And it's Kopez. 6 seconds to go here. 5, 4, and you hear the Knights yelling. Oh, and that shot just wide by Callery. And that'll do it for the first period, George.
Hey, McQuaid has absolute domination from McQuaid in the first period. I mean, you know, they never left the Aquinas zone. I mean, it was unbelievable what they were doing. Keep it up, keep that energy up, and McQuaid's going to have their way tonight, I believe.
No doubt, and we're going to go to a media timeout. We'll talk to you in 5 minutes. And we'd like to welcome you back to Lakeshore Ice Arena. Your very own Dominic Sansone and George Zissis, as well as Nick Howell at Ice Side. George, what do we think so far of the Knights, and how are they going to continue to do what they've done all period?
Very simple. Do what you did before. They were absolutely down in the first period. Aquinas had no chances in the first. I mean, they had like maybe one or two, but they were stopped by Kelly Fitzpatrick. McQuaid dominated the offensive zone. They were in Aquinas' kitchen the whole first half, whole first period. They got to just keep it up, Dom.
Yeah, and we're going to send it down to Nick Howlett quick. Nick, before we get going here, how's the ice look, the condition of it? I mean, obviously it's wet after the ice cut, but is it too beat up yet? And do you expect to see any sloppiness set in due to the ice?
You know, Dom, ice is in good condition, and no matter what the condition is of the ice, our boys will always play through it. So I'm just excited to see what they do in the next two periods.
Thank you, Nick. And as the Knights get ready to come out of the tunnel, you can hear the noise. Obviously, the Knights have been the more dominant team, leading an ice team for them. Would you be shocked? Number 19, Drew Palmer.
No.
And for the Irish, it's number 4, their center, Connor Carey. What do you expect going forward from the Knights? Are they going to try and utilize all 3 lines and 4 lines like we've seen? And so far, they have used all 4. Do you think they shorten the bench or keep rolling the lines?
I think they keep going, but I got to just shout out what Bodie Whaley has been all over the ice the first period. He scored the goal, but he's making plays all over the ice. So definitely watch out for him in the second period and going through the rest of the game.
Yeah, Whaley definitely with a really, really good play in the first to give the Knights a 1-0 lead. So we didn't get a chance to talk with Coach Dugan during the intermission like we always like to. What was the message there in the first intermission?
I would just say, boys, keep playing your game. Like they've been the dominant team, they've been the better team. Keep playing your game. Don't let your energy die down. Keep playing your game. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, and we'll see what they can do here in the second period. Welcome back to the ice, your McQuaid Jesuit Knights and the Little Irish. Now, if you're the Irish coach, Coach Dozier, I know him very well, but what is the message to your team during the period?
We're only down 1-0. We've been dominated, but we're only down 1-0. We just got to get one goal. That's all it takes. Just one goal and make sure they don't score again. That's all you got to do. It's really that simple in the game of hockey. Just you got to score a goal.
Yeah, and if they can get on the board, they definitely will get their section back into it. Their section, they got a pretty good sized section down there, probably 50, 60, 70 kids down there, and the Knights about 30. But still, they can definitely get their crowd back into it, but there hasn't been much of that so far.
Also, a lot of parents, alumni here from Aquinas today. They've been taking over this whole section right here. McQuaid's got a lot of people, but Aquinas has been really, really dialed in so far on the fan side of things.
Yeah, well, good thing for the Knights. It doesn't matter about how many fans you got. It matters about how well the players are playing on the ice. And currently, your Knights lead 1-0. We're going to take a quick media timeout here for about a minute, and we'll be back next for Puck Drop. And we welcome you back for puck drop in the second period. It's going to be Freelander, Nagel, and Donlin, as well as Liam Sisson. And on defense, oh no, pardon me, not Liam Sisson, Drew Palmer and Eli Wiegand on defense. 17 minutes, here we go, second period action. You can feel the energy from the Knights bench as you see them clap their sticks along the wall, and now so does the Little Irish. It's interesting to note, George, the Irish have 4 goaltenders, 3 on their bench and 1 in net. It's unusually high, but the Irish, you'd be shocked to know they do not have a JV program this year.
Yeah, so all their JV guys are on the varsity team.
Yeah, and a crazy thing to know also is, how influential do you think is the JV program? At McQuaid, we put a ton of emphasis on that JV program. I know Coach Arizosa and Coach Woody Hudson, they definitely put a lot of emphasis into that JV program. And we've heard Coach Dugan before talk about how important that program is and another step up in the process.
It is. It's important.
And that's going to be an Aquinas goal. That one squeaks through Cuppy's legs. 1-1 Aquinas.
Let's go! You can hear him. You can hear him, Dom. You can hear him.
Yeah, and we just talked about it. Getting the crowd back in the game. Cam Stewart leading the Irish in scoring this year. He finds the net again. Man, that kid's been dangerous. And we talked about it before the game.
Yep, exactly. Just McQuaid's got to keep their head up.
So a mere 42 seconds into the second, we got a tie game from the barn, which many of the players call the barn, formerly known as Lakeshore Hockey Arena. Kopez makes a nice move on Carey, takes it in across the line. Now it's Sisson trying to take it out of the zone. Can he? Not really. And the one thing the Knights got to be careful of is, obviously, we think they're the more talented team, but work ethic and cockiness will definitely come back to bite you. As you saw there, you had 2 forwards getting out of the zone, and that was trouble for the Knights.
It's a bad goal, but you got to just pick it up. Just pick it up.
Now that shot in by Callery, deflected wide just by Gotti, sent back in by Kopez. And now it's Sisson at the top of the key, fires that one right into Connor and Carey's pads. That one bounces around the back of the net for Bavenzi. Now it's Bavenzi behind the net trying to make something happen. He is stripped up by the Aquinas defense. Kopez at the blue line, sends it down into the middle for Saracen. He bodies off Mangone. Callery working on the half wall, trying to create some space. Gets it on to Bavenzi, up to Palmer. Palmer fires. That shot deflected in front by Gotti. And the Aquinas defense is not going to like what Callery had after the play.
But Gotti's been great so far, Dom. He's really kept, McQuaid's had a lot of chances, more than Aquinas, and Gotti's kept them in. Again, like we saw last time, Max Pitts. This is kind of a spitting image so far of last game. Here we go. And in the Aquinas zone.
And we have now updated your goal for the Aquinas fans watching. It's 1-1. Just a moment ago, it's now up on the stream. Now it's Palmer. He regains control, sends it over to Kuhn. Kuhn gains the red line and sends it deep for the Knights. In his own zone is Whitney, who gets it up to Mohammed. Mohammed trying to get it out of the zone. It's Palmer there to stop it. Now it's Whaley in his own zone, trying to make something happen, sends it up to the far point, and that one is sent out of the zone. And now it's Emmons. Emmons trying to create some space behind his own net. He sends it up the wall to Jack Ralph. Ralph can't make anything happen there, but he regains control, and now it's the Irish. Dangerous shot there from Aries Miller. That one sent around the boards and out of the zone. And now that one is regained by Jeremy Kuhn at the line. He sends it in. He can't get it any deeper than the Irish defenseman at the dots. Mangone trying to make someone miss. He's unable to do anything. A lot of north-south hockey here for sure, George.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And there's another one for the Irish. as Cam Stewart is there again. Would you believe it?
The energy seems a little down for McQuaid right now. Aquinas has really picked up the pace, and we got a 2-1 game right now. McQuaid's gonna have to find a way to pick up the pace right here.
Well, it's 2-1, and you know we just talked about it, the energy and the crowd noise, and you can see how the Irish crowd is trying to get in Fitzpatrick's head, and we're not sure if it's working. Two very good goals, but they definitely are making an impact down there.
They are. But you're only down one. You just got to find your groove here.
Yeah, I think we're in good shape still. And it's going to be Wiegand in his own zone. Sends it over to Drew Palmer, who tries to look the opposite side of the ice. Now it's Donlan up to Freelander. Freelander trying to make a man miss. He does, but can't get any deeper. In the offensive zone, Nagel on the forecheck. The Knights look to be in the 1-2-2 forecheck today, George. Similarly against Victor.
Yep.
Drew Palmer takes it in. He's got a wicked shot. That one fired and off the glove, or blocker rather, of Andrew Gotti.
I mean, McQuaid's still getting the shot. It's not like they're, hanging their hats down. They're still in the zone. They're still getting the shots. And he's got to find a way to get one in the net.
The face-off is going to be to Gotti's left. Saracen to take the draw against Cam Stewart. That one sent up high, and Sisson's shot is blocked. Sisson sends it over to Kopez. Trying to make something happen, and he is tripped up at his own blue line by Mangone. Over to Callery. He gets it deep into the zone. Callery trying to keep the pressure on for the Knights. Can he? And out of the zone goes Aries Miller. Miller trying to find Muhammad on the far point. He can't. And Kopez's pass just too long for Saracen. Bovenzi gets in a scrum. The offensive blue line. Saracen's just going to send that one on goal. Callery trying to do something. He can't. That's up to Sisson, who sends it back deep into the Irish zone. 12:24 to play in the second period. Sisson keeps it in for the Knights. In front, Saracen whiffs his shot on goal. Finally does get there. Callery brings it down, and he can't quite do that. 3-on-2 as Mohammed takes it up the ice. Mohammed trying to make a man miss. And Bovenzi, no stick. Down low to Cam Stewart. Man, he's been dangerous all day, George.
He has. He absolutely has.
Kopez down low, gets a body check on number 3 of the Irish, as they're going to try and clear this out of the zone. The Irish, too many men, and they're not going to get a call there. Bovenzi still without his stick. He finally grabs it. And Kopez trying to just get it out of the zone as they are in chaos. Bovenzi, a dangerous tip. 1-0, Bovenzi trying to make it a man miss. And Gotti with a big stop for the Irish.
Gotti's been amazing. He's been unbelievable, Tom.
So here's a fact I just got word. He got 17 shots on goal in the first, and now 6 in the second, and only 1 goal against. That's 23 shots and 1 goal allowed against.
They just got to keep the focus. They just got to keep the focus, Tom.
According to my quick mental math, George, you can check me on this one. I want to say that's around 96% from the Irish senior goaltender.
I think you're right. He's one of the only seniors on the team, Dom, and he's made an impact so far.
And the Knights got a battle back down 2-1. It's Kazara in the offensive zone and the heavy forecheck. Battling for the puck. Out comes Carey with it. Carey trying to get it out of the zone. He can't get it out all the way. Kazara is going to try and gain possession, but that one's ultimately tipped deep by Palmer. Whaley on the forecheck. He can't do anything. And out of the zone go the Irish, 2-on-2. In the corner, it's going to be the Irish pressuring. And for defense, Jeremy Kuhn. Kazara in his own end. Trying to send a cross-ice pass. That was a dangerous pass. Miller tipped it, but not enough to make anything happen. Ammons in the far corner, sends it up the half wall to Whaley. He's got a dangerous shot, but that deflects out of play. Off the stick of the Irish. It'll be a face-off in the offensive zone.
It's huge face-off right here from McQuaid. They gotta find a way to get a goal here.
We discussed last time face-offs and how key they are to winning. The Knights won 63% of their face-offs against the sectional champs last year, Victor Blue Devils.
Yep.
And they got to continue to win face-offs here. They win that one. It's Freelander in the corner, trying to keep possession. He's trying to find Nagel. He can't, though. That one brought out of the zone by none other than Cam Stewart. He sends it up to Issa Muhammad and Connor Mangone deep on the forecheck. Man, Aquinas has got a really talented line there.
They do. They absolutely do. They've been all over the ice tonight.
Now it's Stewart trying to make something happen, and he is stripped. Nagel, it's a 2-on-1. Nagel looks back door to Donlin. Can't quite get it in.
Got it.
Out of the zone come the Irish.
Unbelievable, Dom. He's been unbelievable.
Yes, he has. It's Drew Palmer sending it up to Donlin, who can't quite gain control of the puck. He loses eyesight on it. Battle here along our boards. Palmer tries to make a man miss. His stick was up in the air. That's Mangone's. And back goes Muhammad trying to make a man miss. He does. And the Irish wanted a penalty for high sticking as 15 fires his shot into his own guy. Mangone, you see him limping around. And that one is just sent down by Wiegand, trying to clear the puck out of the zone. Donlin on the pressure, and Muhammad sends it deep for the Irish. Wiegand forechecked by number 12, Tyler Day and Connor Carey. Drew Palmer sends it up to Donlin. Donlin, and he is hit hard, and there's going to be a penalty coming up here against the Irish.
That's a huge penalty. The Knights going on the power play, and let's see if they can get something done here. I just want to say one thing about Gotti. It's not just that he's making saves. It's that he's making 2-on-1s. Bavenzi had a great all alone. Yeah.
1-0.
And he's just stopping everything right now. They got to find a way to break him right now. They got to find a way to get a goal here.
You see Coach Dugan bring the boys over to the bench. We hadn't seen him formally do that against Victor. I wonder what he's trying to rally up his team to do.
He's just trying to get them to play their game. Against Victor, they were the best. They kept it. They weren't down, so he didn't really have. But now they're down. But they're. They've got the chances.
They were in a 1-3-1 against Victor, and that's what it looks like to be here. Kellery on the left, Kopez down low. Now it's Wiegand up top. Drew Palmer floating in the center. And Wiegand up top fires that one on the ground, can't get it through. Wiegand's going to have to take it out of the zone as he's pressured by Connor Carey. Kellery spins away from Carey and sends it over to Whaley on the far side. Bodie Whaley sends it over to Kopez, who takes it into the zone. Minute 30 to go on the power play here for the Knights. Kellery down low to Whaley. Whaley scanning, fires far side to Palmer. Palmer fires, that one deflected, and ultimately stopped by Gotti. A dangerous check there in the corner from the Irish defense, and now we got a puck. It's Connor Carey on Wiegand, and Wiegand no problem getting to that one. He spins away, and now it's Whaley. Sloppily, the puck gets to Drew Palmer. Palmer trying to cross in across the zone, and that one, there we go, that low ceiling, there it is.
Yep, absolutely. McQuaid's got some good chances so far, but again, Gotti has just been, he's stopped every one of them. So
yeah, and the Knights too. They had a good shot there from Drew Palmer, but they gotta set things up, and they haven't really done that so far tonight.
Yeah, great puck move in the first period. I can't say the same for a second. They've got their chances, but they got to settle down a little bit. They got to settle down.
Yes, sir. And now with 50 seconds to go in the power play, we hear a little bit of chirping from the Aquinas fans behind us, where we're sitting, just right of center ice. So mostly Aquinas fans here, and we're going to hear that. Yep. Now in his own zone, it's Emmons, pressured by Cam Stewart, the very dangerous Cam Stewart, should I say. Sissing gets it out of the zone, cross ice pass to Kazara, getting it up to Emmons, but he can't do anything. Well, this one has definitely been a closer match than we thought, George.
Absolutely.
Be ready, Kelly,
and it's been,
be ready.
You just don't see the intensity in the first period from McQuaid. You just don't.
10 seconds to go on the power play. Kazara walks it in across the line, looking to drop it for Sisson. He can't do anything with it. Now it's Karzara down low, sends it up to Emmons. Power play is gone. Emmons shot squeaks through, deflected by Saracen. Nothing will happen there. Trying to get it up. And Mangone 1-on-0. Let's see what Fitzpatrick can do. He had it net open, and he just lost control of the puck. That could have very easily been 3-1, Zissis.
Unbelievable. He missed it.
That's a rare mishap from the Aquinas captain, Connor Mangone. And now here's another chance as Muhammad tries to make a man miss. Sends it down to Carey, but he can't do anything. The Irish are definitely getting their chances as well here.
They are.
And that one is sent deep by Miller. Kopez in his own zone, maybe loses an edge, but he regains control. And what is the call going to be? Offsides.
I cannot believe that this game's not 3-1. He just kind of missed the puck. Unbelievable. What a break from McQuaid. I think they needed that as well, Don.
So the face-off will be just in front of us. Donlan's going to be laid on, and it's going to be Friedlander's line, and Kopez and Emmons on defense. You see him mixing and matching the pairs there on defense.
He is.
Friedlander trying to get it out of the zone, but he can't. That's Dozier trying to make something happen for the Irish. He can't. A 3-on-2 here. Let's see the zone entry from the Knights. Friedlander goes wide, and he is bodied off the puck by number 3 from the Irish. Donlan working down low. It's Nagel as well. That one in front, and Friedlander is saved by Gotti. 30 shots on goal now. 1 goal against. Kopez makes 2 men miss. Takes it in across the line. Drags. Nice toe drag there from Kopez. He goes around the far side. Kopez, quick stop. He is tripped up and loses his own ground. Tyler Day trying to get out of the zone. He sees the far side to Aries Miller. A 1-on-1 Miller. Slapper. Saved by Fitzpatrick.
Yep. And a face-off here in McQuaid's zone. Blindness has dominated the second period so far, folks.
Saracen against Stewart on the draw. Last one, Saracen won. Let's see what he can do here. Crucial in his own zone. Can he win this one? He ties it up, but no, ultimately he can't. Callery trying to send it up the wall and into center ice, and he does, but that one's ultimately sent back in, and now it's Wiegand in the neutral zone. Trying to find the far side. It's Saracen over to Callery. He makes a nice move, and into the zone goes Callery. A slash there, and there's no call. You see all the Knights players on the bench raising up their hands. What do you think?
I think that was a slash.
And Drew Palmer breaks his stick on a slap shot. That's unfortunate.
It is.
And that's going to hurt the Knights, as Drew Palmer's shot is one of the best here in the venue. Wonder if his replacement stick is just as good as that first one. Usually nowadays in high school they have good backups.
Yeah, they do. They do. McQuaid's got a good...
And that shot squanders in front and just wide. Now it's Kopez down low. Battling. Oh, and there's going to be a hooking call against Cam Stewart of the Irish. Callery pulls, fires, drags into the corner. Knights get an extra man. Kopez battling, and 2 minutes for a hooking against the Irish.
Scoreboard! Scoreboard!
We're going to send it down to Nick Howlett. Nick, what can the Knights do here on the power play?
You know, Knights just got to capitalize on this one. Get it down and get it in the net. Straightforward.
So I'm assuming it'll be that 1-3-1. What do you think?
I think so too. I think they got to get a little spark here.
4:08 to go in the period. A 2-minute power play here, and the Knights really could use a goal. Now in the offensive zone, it's Whaley. Sends it over to Wiegand. Wiegand back over to Whaley. Whaley gets it down low to Kopez. Kopez far side, can't find Wiegand, but it gets over to Callery. 3:54 to go. Now it's Wiegand. Over to Whaley, far side. Whaley's shot is blocked by Connor Carey. Now it's Whaley deep in the corner. maintaining control, sends it over to the far boards for Wiegand. Up top to Callery, down low to Whaley, back up top to Wiegand. His shot just can't get through. Nice block there from the Irish. Sent up to Callery, his slap shot. That shot was dangerously close to going in, but nothing will happen. 3:27 to go in the period. And the Knights continuing to get chances. They just can't find the back of the net here. And for those of you at home watching the game, we are just updating the Aquinas score now. Sorry for the inconvenience to all those Aquinas fans. But the score has now been updated in the stream. It is 2-1 for the Irish. Wiegand works it down low, 1-2 with Callery in front. That puck is sitting there and nothing will happen. That puck grazes the skyline. And it's Wiegand now caressing the puck in his own zone, sends it over to Whaley. 1 minute left on the power play. Whaley takes it in, trying to make some more magic happen for the Knights. Whaley goes all the way around the net, down to Wiegand, back down to Callery, and he can't get it through. It's just been a series of block shots and passes for the Knights. Callery down low, his backdoor pass, can't get through to Whaley. Man, they've been missing that offensive final third of play, and it's been hurting because they can't generate any goals.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to set up at all. Like a lot of the Aquinas people are saying, they're just wasting time, and they have not been able to set up at all, Dom.
They've had the chances. They just can't seem to find out how to put the puck in the back of the net here, and they did it, fairly well against Victor. They got 2 goals against arguably the top goalie in the state.
I would think so.
I mean, but here they're just struggling to generate final opportunities.
I also think you got to give some credit to Gotti here. He's been really, really good, Dom, and hopefully this isn't a trend where McQuaid gets goalied every game when we're commentating, but so far, 2 for 2.
Yeah, no doubt. Ammons, top of the key, works it down low, and that shot is squandered by Sisson. A little bit of traffic in front. Palmer getting pushed around by Day. Those two are buddies.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's just a little friendly fire there. Palmer to take the draw against Connor Carey. Former teammates at Rochester Coalition for travel hockey.
It's kind of funny, Dom. McQuaid and Aquinas are big rivals, but some of these guys are good buddies, and they're playing against each other. They're getting a little rough out there. So that's always kind of funny to see, when the guys are buddies and they got to play against each other in a big game like this.
And the referee talking to Mr. Samola over there in the box and Coach Dozier. Wonder what he's saying with 16 seconds here. And are the Knights going to make a change? No, they're sending out their captain, Saracen, but he's trying to figure out what's going on. Not really sure here. Coach Dugan looks a little bit aggravated from the elongated rest here.
Yep.
I wonder if he's mad at the fact that he's given the Aquinas guys a chance to rest.
I would think so. They've generated the shots. Obviously on the power play, you won't have the advantage of the other guys getting tired. So I think that's what he's upset about right now.
Now in the offensive zone to Gotti's right, the faceoff. Won by the Knights. Ammons gets it down low to Palmer. Palmer scanning, 10 seconds to go here. Ammons, top of the key, down low to Bavenzi. Bavenzi fires that one. Blocker save by Gotti. That ain't going to get it by. Ammons and the little Irish get even, and that one sent up into the low ceiling here at Lakeshore.
It's been a factor all game, Dom. It's been a factor all game, like we said.
And Nick, down on ice side, we're going to send it down to you. What do you see down there, and how is the ceiling impacting the play of game? I mean, obviously at Thomas Creek, they can send it up into the air. What do you see here?
Yeah, Dom, ceiling a little bit lower here at Lakeshore, but not coming into too much effect tonight.
Thank you, Nick. Friedlander wins the draw there, and it's chipped in by Drew Palmer. And the clock is not moving here. 2:05. Oh, no, now it is, and I don't know what's going on with the clock. 1:54 to go. It didn't move there for a second, but it finally did.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck was going on there, but now they got the clock working. Dom, I wonder if McQuaid scored their first goal, and they feel pretty good about themselves. And they just come out here very slow. I wonder how Coach Dugan's going to get the boys fired up again for the third.
Yeah, and it's been such a positive message all throughout the week. We talked to Coach Dugan yesterday, and Monday, and he just seems to be so positive about the team's attitude in practice and everything that the team is doing, and they're taking steps in the right direction.
Yep.
What else do you think, can happen with this team? Where's the ultimate goal for this team?
I think it's to win. I think it's to win the Section 5 I think it's to win championship this year. They really feel like they're the team that's going to do it.
Yeah, and they definitely got the talent. And now it's Friedlander in front. He can't get it by Carey, though. Friedlander in the corner, trying to make something happen. It's Tyler Day. Day moving up the ice, looking, trying to beat Wiegand. He gets around him. Can't do anything, though. Sends it back in front. Day recovering from a shoulder surgery that has put him out of hockey for over 9 months. Nice comeback story there from the Little Irish's number 12. Drew Palmer cycles it back down low to Nagel. Nagel in the corner. Friedlander battling down low. Nothing will happen there. Now it's Drew Palmer taking it in deep into the zone. Palmer scanning. He's still scanning, and he finally gets stripped by Day up near his own top of the blue line. That one is tipped in by Nagel, and offside will be called.
So they're gonna get in the McQuaid zone right here. McQuaid can win the face-off here and just get into the third period. They got work to do. Yeah, they got work to do.
You can see coming off the ice, number 12 for the Irish. We just talked about him, Tyler Day. He is definitely tired, and playing hockey myself, in years past, I can tell you when you haven't played hockey in 2 months, even though you may be playing soccer or football or whatever fall sport you're playing, it's not the same as hockey.
It's not. This is the most physical sport in anywhere. There's nothing like this sport, and hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he can continue because he's a great player. But that's gonna be a factor for McQuaid if he's is continually tired. This is the third.
Yeah, and we talk about fatigue setting in with Victor. Obviously, it was apparent, and the Knights have been playing all their lines relatively, definitely favoriting some lines, but still rolling all their lines. Aquinas more just rolling 2 lines.
Yep. It's been good. They're getting it done.
Yeah, they will definitely fatigue. The question is when and how early is it going to be. That pass in front to Kopez. He makes a move and the Knights score. Kopez buries, and he's going to go over to the section. Kopez again.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Exactly what the Knights needed. Get in the period, 2-2. You've been done in the second period. You got a goal, and now the Knights are going to get back up. This crowd's getting electric. Let's go. What a goal by Kopez.
And Kopez got the feed from Friedlander, and that was enough to give the Knights a goal to tie this one up at 2 apiece. Going into the third, that's a big momentum swing for the Knights. And I wonder, George, how are they going to be able to capitalize off this momentum?
Oh, you got the energy back down. That's all you need. You got the energy back right now. And Sisson, come back. That's going to be out of play.
Yeah, and they definitely have the energy. That was something we talked about in the period. Yep. And they got it. They found it.
Here's Aquinas crowd now. Silent. McQuaid's going nuts. They're going exactly what they needed.
Yeah, crowd noise will make a factor, no doubt. With 11 seconds in the period. They scored that one with 23 seconds, and that'll change.
That's huge.
The entire dynamic of the game.
That is absolutely huge. That's huge for McQuaid. They were down and out.
And now they're back in it.
Yep, absolutely.
Saracen battling down low with 5 seconds. Callery trying to center it. He can't, and the period will expire after a shot from defenseman Liam Sisson. 2-2 after 2. It's been a good one here, George.
It has. McQuaid gets back into it.
It's definitely been a good game, but I wonder what they can do here in the third. We'll turn to a media timeout, and we'll see you in a few moments. All right, hockey fans, we like to welcome you back to Lakeshore for third period action. George, 2-2 tie game here. The Knights, they lost a little bit of momentum there. What do we got to do?
Well, they got it right back at the end of the game, at the end of the second period with Lopez's huge goal, 23 seconds left. You just got to keep the energy high. Keep the energy high, like we said. You can see the energy really low in that second period, down 2 goals. They got a goal. They got to keep the energy high.
Yeah, and the ice still in good condition. It's holding up. The low ceiling definitely a factor here. This game will go to overtime. So if it remains tied, it'll go to a 5-minute overtime, and that'll do it. No penalty shots yet because we're not in sections. But how do you avoid overtime if you're the Knights in a positive way? And how do you win this game?
Well, Dom, we've been saying it the whole time. You just got to keep the energy high. You really got to make sure that you get Gotti off his game. He's been absolutely unbelievable, especially in the second. And Fitzpatrick's got to be, Fitzpatrick. He had a little, 2 goals that he usually does save, but obviously he's rock solid and he'll get the job done.
So 1:45 till puck drop. We'll be back in a minute.
We're back for the third period, folks. 2-2 here. Absolutely huge for the period for the Knights and the Little Irish.
And here we go, third period. Nothing like it, George. Tie game. Same thing out in Victor. Against Victor, rather, at Rochester Ice Center. And the Knights are going to come out with Callery, Saracen, Bovenzi. And on defense, none other than Drew Palmer and Eli Wiegand.
Knights getting some chances in the second. They found a goal. The Irish dominated the second period, just like McQuaid dominated the first. And here we go, folks.
And you can hear the energy in here. Third period hockey from Lakeshore. Here we go. Stewart, Saracen. The Knights win the draw. Callery gains control. He sends it back to Drew Palmer and tries to get it up the wall. He can't get it all the way up, though. It's stopped by Mangone. Now it's Wiegand in his own zone. Makes a move past Issa Mohammed of the Irish. He stripped at his own blue line. Dangerous trouble here. And he's going to try and get it back to Mangone, but he's bodied out the puck. Big save there by Fitzpatrick in front. Out of the zone go the Knights. Callery sends it across, and he can't do anything with it. And that's over to Saracen. Lopez in his own zone, and he ain't going to do anything with it. He plays a nice check, though, on number 29, Mangone. Oh, that one rings off the post there. Dangerous chance for the Irish. as they continue to threaten. It's back up the other way. Kellery dipping his shoulder. Tries to get that one on goal. Can't get it past the Irish defense. Now it's up the boards by Muhammad. And out of the zone by Cam Stewart. There's Tyler Day on the far side. Stewart fires. That one saved by Fitzpatrick. Back the other way goes Lopez. He powered the Knights to victory against the Blue Devils only 4 days ago. Sisson, his shot on goal is gloved by Andrew Gotti.
Yep. And you can see Fitzpatrick right now. He's in the zone. You know, a couple great saves to open the game. That's what you need from your goalie right now.
And opening the period with a couple of big saves there, George, it sets the tone for your team, especially when you're getting shelled a little bit like that, and he comes out and comes up big.
He does.
Whaley gets it up to Emmons, or rather Sisson, and now it's Whaley again on the opposite wards. His shot goes wide, down to Palmer. He fires in front. What's the call? No goal. It's stuck in Gotti's pads. Good save there by Andrew Gotti, unless it's in the back of the net. They're not really sure where the puck is. Gotti thinks he's got it, and he does.
Very weird turn of events right there. But Gotti makes a save.
It'll be Palmer on the draw, trying to win it back to Sisson. He can't, though. It's won by Connor Carey. And now the Irish send it up the ice. That's Alex Samola, number 20, back on the ice for the Irish after not playing the first few games. Carey trying to get it in front for Day. He is not going to be able to. And they want a tripping call. They're not going to get one. Lopez sends it over to Kazara. He can't do anything with it. Sisson forces it back up the boards. Palmer going to try and make a move on Smola. He can't do anything. Alex Smola dangerous, leaves the puck in front. Palmer, shot, goal! Liam Palmer dives into the little Irish section.
Get him, boys. What a play by Liam Palmer. And McQuaid is getting the energy back. What a goal. And what a way to start the third.
A great goal there from Liam Palmer, and that's going to power the Knights to a 3-2 lead over the Little Irish. Great play there in front of the slot from Palmer, and it was a great feed to get it to him by the defenseman Liam Sisson, and that's going to make the score 3-2 in favor of your McQuaid Jesuit Knights. Battle down low in the corner. It's Cam Stewart. Working down low, gets it out of the zone. Issa Muhammad taking it in across the McQuaid line. Can't maintain control, but it's picked up by Cam Stewart. His shot on goal, and that one squeaks in. Mangone a tip, and the Irish tie it back out.
This is a nice play there. A nice play there by Aquinas. Gotta give him credit. Beautiful tip right there.
And Mangone does the same celebration that Palmer did minutes ago.
I love it. This is hockey, man. This is hockey.
And I was just going to say, Palmer, you know, his entire family on his girl's side, Bridget and sister Maura, graduated from McQuaid. And it's interesting to see him get a little family fire in his section. Bridget leading the section for the Irish.
Yep.
But right back, Connor Mangone, you know, his brother, CJ last year, you know, led the team in points, and he was definitely a machine and something that teams had to game plan for. Connor Mangone just living in his brother's shoes right now.
That was just a great play. You know, that was not a lucky goal. That was a great play by Aquinas. Great tip, and making sure that stick doesn't get over the net, Dom. Remember, you got to make sure that stick does not get over the net. So that was just a great play.
Right, and as soon as it's over the net, it's obviously high sticking, and that's not what you're looking for, because that goal will be called back. Gotti plays it in his own end, but it gets to the Knights. Dowling, Saracen in front. That one stopped by Aries Miller. He gets it out of the zone, trying to get it up to number 5, Dozier. 25, Dozier. He can't do anything. Palmer back in across the Aquinas zone. 13-14 to go in the third period. Palmer sends it back around behind Gotti's net. Aries Miller performs a nice move there on Saracen and gets it out of the zone. Trying to find Issa Muhammad up top. Calorie possesses, tries to get it to Bavenzi, just over his stick, carrying it across the zone. He is leveled in the McQuaid zone. No call for roughing. Now it's Bavenzi in. He's trying to make something happen, but that is soaked up by the Irish defense. And out of the zone, down it goes. Icing is on, but it is waved off now. Not going to get there, not strong enough. Far side, Wiegand trying to find over the far wall. Jack Calorie, he can't. But it does ultimately get it in the zone off a few tips.
Yep.
And Palmer now on the forecheck on Alex Samola. Wiegand, he fumbles the puck at the blue line, turns it over to Issa Muhammad, but he can't do anything with it. Now it's regained by Kazara in his own corner. It's the Knights taking it out of the zone. It's Bodie Whaley, a 2-on-1 for the Knights. Whaley finds Palmer in front, and what a save by Andrew Gotti.
Unbelievable save right there. That keeps, that feeds the team as well. That was an unbelievable save. Great save.
Gotti's been impressive all night, and it's just amazing to see him continue to make saves. Obviously, he's let in 3 now, but both goaltenders have let in 3, and he's definitely had the harder of chances against him.
He's the best player of the team so far. You could say he's let in 3 goals, but the saves he's made should be like 6-7 goals from McQuaid. He's stopped them. He's been really good tonight.
That was definitely a grade A opportunity there from Palmer on the pass from Whaley, but nothing of it. Now in across the line, the Irish dump it in. It's Day trying to pressure the puck. And Bodie Whaley eventually gets possession of the puck on the wall. He sends it out to the center off of Aris Miller's skate. And now it's Jeremy Kuhn trying to get it in. Kuhn does, but it's not going to go any further. Tyler Day dumps it deep for the Irish. Jeremy Kuhn in his own zone behind Fitzpatrick. Just sends it lightly up the wall to Bodie Whaley. Out of the zone goes Whaley. He's going to try and beat Aris Miller with speed. He can't get around him though. A nice hit there from Palmer as Sisson's slap shot goes just wide, and that works as a breakout pass, but there's going to be a penalty coming up. 2 minutes for roughing against the goal scorer for the Knights, Liam Palmer.
Yep, and that's going to be huge for Aquinas. Let's see if they can do something here, Dom.
That's an unfortunate call, but I mean it definitely could have went either way. I think that's the right call, though.
Both teams have gotten live with a little bit in this third period, so they have to call someone at some point.
Yeah, I agree, and we're going to go down in front of Fitzpatrick. 11:04 to play, a 2-minute power play for the Irish.
He's got to become himself. I hate to say this, but he's letting in a couple goals that he usually doesn't. So he's just got to be his.
And the net's wide open there. And there's a great save by Fitzpatrick.
Exactly. What I just said.
Another dangerous place, and that time they score. It's Cam Stewart again for the Irish.
Unbelievable tonight. McQuaid just, not themselves. It doesn't look like it. Just does not look like they're themselves right now.
Well, they've gotten their grade A opportunities, Aquinas, and they're finishing.
Yeah,
they're not. McQuaid is struggling to finish their grade A opportunities, and it may come back to haunt them. 4-3, 10:51 to go.
Yeah, absolutely, Don. You're absolutely right. Aquinas finished all the opportunities they've had. They haven't had many, but they finished. And McQuaid said a lot of opportunities they have not finished, and they really need to start to be able to get these chances in.
Well, you can definitely feel the energy and momentum swing as we've had a bunch of lead changes here, and it's just really, like we said last game, electric is the word we would use to describe this place. Whaley gets a shot on goal. That one gloved by Gotti. 10:35.
You can just feel it. You can just feel it. You can just feel it, Don.
Palmer on the face-off. Gets it back to Drew Palmer. No cousins or family relationship there, just the same last name. Liam trying to get it out in front. He can't. That one sent up by Dozier. Now in the zone. Very, very fast player there from Aquinas, number 23. He's bodied off the puck by Jack Calorie. Out of the zone comes Drew Palmer. Palmer trying to make something happen. Can he? Not really, but it's down in the zone. Whaley in the offensive zone. Scanning. He fires it back in front. 9:57 to go. Palmer possessing the puck in the offensive zone. Now that one's sent up, and Drew Palmer's going to have to go D to D to Wiegand. Wiegand's going to probably go back to Palmer, and he does indeed. Palmer sends it up to Liam, and Palmer dumps it back into the zone. Delayed offsides here. They changed the ruling in club hockey. Not the same. That pass is sent up to Cam Stewart. He's been all over the ice tonight. I think he may have 3 goals or 2. I don't know exactly. I'm sure they have that stat somewhere, but he's definitely been a game changer for the Irish. Saracen trying to make an opportunity of this. In the offensive zone, getting bodied around by Alex Samoa. Kopez gets control of it at the blue line. Gets it to Callery, who sends it deep. That one's sent around by Carey. Samoa going to try and clear. He is successful. And the Knights have not done a great job cutting the ice in half tonight.
No, they have not. They have not. Quinn's been all over them tonight. You know, that first period, you look at it, you say, okay, McQuaid's really dominant, but after that, it's been all Aquinas.
Callery sends it over to Kopez. Up the wall. Bovenzi can't do anything. He tries bodying Mangone and misses with the hit. 8:30 to go in the period. It's Emmons in his own zone. He gives it off to Kopez. Kopez up to Callery. Callery to Kopez. Kopez trying to get it out of the zone. He can't. Tripped up by Carey. He's going to fire a slapper off the skate of Emmons. That can't feel good at all.
I would hate to be him right now.
Yeah. Now it's Callery trying to beat the Irish defense. Can he? He gets it deep in the corner. Scanning around is Callery in front of Bovenzi. His shot dangerous. High sticking. No call. He must not have touched it. And now it's Stewart out of the zone. Stewart's been dangerous all night. Down in the Knights zone. Stewart gloves it. Not going to be able to do anything there. And the Knights want tripping call as Drew Palmer loses his balance. Bovenzi runs through the Irish defense at the blue line. 7:30 to go. Irish Miller up the boards. Tripped up by Liam Sisson. Nothing will happen there, though, as it's turned over. Now it's Drew Palmer continuing to lead the Knights in ice time. Palmer, toe drag. Can't get by the Irish defense. Man, their positioning's been really good tonight, George.
It absolutely has. They've just been pretty dominant, Tom. I mean, that's all you got to say. They've really just had control of the game.
And here's trouble for the Knights as Carey takes it in, but Kopez bodies him off the puck. Up the wall. Palmer can't quite get it out of the zone, but it's maintained by Kopez and sent up to Donlin, who just doesn't locate the puck. Sent out of the zone by Smola, but not all the way out. And finally, that puck does squirt out into the neutral zone. Wiegand trying to penetrate the Aquinas defense. He toe drags, fires a quick shot, and that one is glove saved. No rebounds by Gotti.
He just sees the puck really well, Don. That's really what it is. He's just seen the puck so well tonight.
You hear the Gotti chants. You got to respect it. I mean, the kids had a spectacular game.
It's been unbelievable. It's all respect for Gotti, and also all respect for Aquinas. I mean, they've really had their way tonight.
A little bit of arguing there from Stewart and Palmer on the draw, and Stewart's going to come out victorious on that battle. But he sends it around to Whaley. Whaley tries to get it in front. Palmer, battle for control in the far corner. Now it's Whaley. He fires quickly on the spinorama. Dangerous, and the Irish send it out of play.
You know what, Tom? Also, the defensemen for the Irish are in good position when Gotti can't see the puck, but McQuaid is not. You know, they're not in a good position when things go bad on the defensive zone. I mean.
Yeah, and the Irish, they seem to be holding their shape, even though they get the chances and they get the breakaways. Defensively, a really sound unit.
Yep. Yeah, they're giving McQuaid all they can get. McQuaid's got to find a way just to break through.
Well, it's been Palmer and Whaley, and the other night's goal scorer, I don't remember off the top of my head, but they've had their chances, and they just got to bury one more goal. I think it was Kopez, actually, for the Knights, right? Kopez?
Kopez with 23 seconds left in the second.
Yeah, 23 seconds left in the second, and that was a momentum changer, but they got to get the momentum back here.
They do.
Palmer in the offensive zone, battling against the freshman Aris Miller. Emmons keeps it in, sends it down low for Kazara. He can't do anything with it. Body checking Aris Miller, who makes a one move and then another and gets it out of the zone.
Here we go. Aquinas gets a shot, and Fitzpatrick saves it.
Go get that quick.
Okay. I think it's done. You good?
Let me know earlier. Jeez. Saracen wins his own draw and his own end. And that one squirts out in front. Mangone, dangerous chance there for the Irish. Nothing will happen. 5:13 to go in the period. And now it's Callery trying to get it out of the zone on his own boards. Can't do anything as Issa Muhammad's there. Bavenzi flips that one high and it stays in play. And Dozier thinks it went off the ceiling. Not quite the case with the referees. Bavenzi centers in front. That one dangerously glided across the crease and saved by none other than Gotti.
Nice. Again, seeing the puck really well, knows what the puck is, and makes a stop.
And the Knights obviously have a timeout here. I wonder if and when they'll use that timeout. Down one here with 4:53.
You can see them getting frustrated. You just got to keep playing your game. You still got time on the clock. Just play your game. Just play your game.
Face off to Gotti's left. Palmer wins the draw. Back to the all-greater Rochester defenseman, Drew Palmer. He sends a howitzer across the ice to Kazara, rather. Palmer battling for it in the offensive zone. Aris Miller trying to get it out for the Irish. He can't. Kazara in the offensive end, and he can't do anything. It's in Bodie Whaley's skates, though, as Kazara centers it, and nobody's there for the Knights. 4:20 to go. Cam Stewart takes it in, and the Knights find themselves in a battle here. Drew Palmer trying to take it in. Now it's Whaley. He's shipped up, and a dangerous chance here as Issa Muhammad tries to work in. Muhammad shot just wide. Dangerous chance there. 4 minutes to go in the game. And the Knights will go for a wholesale change. You can definitely tell he's switched over to two lines. Fitzpatrick, a good blocker save there. Clearly saw that one all the way from the blue line, and it's Kopez. Trying to make someone miss, he does. Kopez still on the puck. Kopez in front and just missed by Donlin. Nagel squirts it up the boards to Sisson. Back down low to Nagel. Nagel across, can't quite find Friedlander. Donlin in the corner. He can't do anything. 3:30 to go. Kopez sends it across to Nagel. And that pass can't be controlled. 3:15 to go. Sisson over to Kopez. He tries making something happen. He's not going to be able to get it to Donlin. 3:06 to go. Kopez in across the zone. Kopez. And that shot is deflected out of play with 3 minutes to go. We got one here, and this is going to be tight and definitely a battle for the Knights.
Hey, either you fold or you roll for McQuaid. That's all. You know, get a goal or, you know, come back strong on Friday. But you know, it's in their hands right now. They got to make something happen here. Here we go into the zone. Saracen taking the face off. Saracen wins it. Over the Palmer.
That shot blocked by the Aquinas Little Irish's number 4, Connor Carey. Bavenzi deep in the corner, sends it up the wall to Callery. Drew Palmer at the top of the zone, fires that one. Traffic in front. Dangerously sent back in front by Bavenzi. Palmer fires that one. It scores through, but can't get in the back of the net. As it's deflected wide. And icing is going to be called here with 2:30 to go.
Here we go, Dom. Here we go.
Gotti standing on his head. And Fitzpatrick at the other end made a really good save there. Just moments ago, but they still need a goal. And Fitzpatrick, you know, he can do what he can do now, and he could hold a shutout for the rest of the game, but it isn't going to matter if the Knights can't pop one more in the back of the net.
Absolutely, absolutely. Got to find a way to get the goal here.
Palmer and Stewart on the draw. Palmer ties him up at the face-off, and Stewart ultimately wins the draw. But are they going to be able to get it out? Yes, they do. It's Connor Mangone. He gets it deep. That one deflected wide by Fitzpatrick. 2:15 to go in the period. Whaley in his own zone. Takes it up. Makes one man miss. Trying to make another. He can't. Whaley battling on Mangone. 2 minutes to go in the game. Uh-oh, it's over to Drew Palmer. Palmer. Toe drag. Fires. That one saved. Rebound by Gotti. Fitzpatrick looking at the bench.
Gotta charge it, gotta charge it.
Fitzpatrick still looking at the bench. No signal yet. Drew Palmer on the boards. He's being held. He wants a penalty. He's not necessarily going to get it. And that one pops out into the neutral zone. 1:30 to go. McQuaid still with a timeout, but they're not going to be able to use it unless they get a stoppage of play here. And they're changing lines. Here come the Knights. It's Saracine, Kellery, and Bavenzi to try and even this game up at 4 apiece. They better pressure quick. 1:16 to go. Wiegand can't keep it in. Kopez trying to possess. 1:09 to go. Kopez finally does. And are they going to signal Fitzpatrick? And they won't yet. Will they now? I'm not really sure. No, they won't. Fitzpatrick will stop that one. He sends it up the wards. Now it's Bavenzi to Kopez. 47 seconds to go here. Danger for the Knights. And now Fitzpatrick does come. It's over to the far side for Bavenzi. He loses control of the puck. 35 seconds to go. Kellery gets possession of the puck. He's going to take it in for the Knights. 6-on-5. The Knights with an extra skater. Bavenzi fires. That one in front. And the Knights almost get that one in. Can't quite get it past them. Kept in by Emmons. Bavenzi, far point, fires, in front. Saved by Gotti with 12 seconds to go. And are the Knights going to call their timeout? I would assume they are. And yes, they will. Timeout for McQuaid with 12 seconds to go here in the third. We're going to go to a media timeout quick. We'll be back shortly. And the Knights call the timeout. I wonder what the discussion is there. Pucks to the net. They're going to be empty net. Definitely got to win the draw. We talked about face-off.
You do. You got to win the draw. If you don't win, it's over. Game over.
Yeah, it definitely makes things harder. They can't win the draw here. So it looks like it's going to be Kellery, Bodie Whaley, Kopez, Saracine, Kazara, and Drew Palmer. Fitzpatrick is on the bench, and the Irish lead 4-3. You can hear the energy from the Aquinas bench. First time in 6 years, the Irish will defeat McQuaid if they hold on to it. And they're going to get a timeout here from Chuck Dozier, the Aquinas coach, as he's going to talk things over. He wasn't sure he liked the alignment there of the Knights.
You know, Dom, sometimes honestly, the other team just might want it more. And that's, Aquinas has done that tonight. If they hold on, they end a 6-game losing streak, McQuaid. But McQuaid's not. This is not a detriment to McQuaid. They got another game on Friday. Pick it up. Keep your head high. Sometimes you just lose.
Yeah, and the energy, from McQuaid has faded throughout the game. Aquinas has been there all game long, and I don't know what to say, but I just think that the Knights haven't capitalized on those grade A opportunities tonight.
They had a lot tonight, and Don, I'm going to say one thing. As a personal story for me, my Georgia Bulldogs, as you know, going into a championship run, they lost to Alabama. They came back and won the championship. You can lose to your rival and still win. It's not over for McQuaid.
Yeah, I agree, no doubt. I mean, here it goes. It's loud from Lakeshore. 12 seconds. It'll be Kopez to take the draw for the Knights. Back on forward. Mangone for the Irish. 12 seconds. If Mangone wins it, probably going to the corner. Kopez trying to work it up to the D. And Bodie Whaley. He's going to try and send it across. That shot is tipped. Sent down the length of the ice. And just wide. 4 seconds to go.
Oh, man.
And the Knights are going to get another chance with 4 seconds.
Get the puck, shoot immediately.
I played club hockey, a couple years ago, and Coach Garver of the Coalition drew up a play with 2.7 seconds left to give us the lead over Canandaigua. And it definitely exists.
Yep.
They're going to need a little help here, though. Kopez trying to send it to front. It's behind, batted down, and the Irish win. They take down McQuaid Jesuit in a 4-3 upset at home. And the frustration, you can see it in the Knights, but
it's not done. They're not done, Dom.
Yeah, they played, they played an okay game, and respectfully, the Irish were just better today.
Absolutely, and Gotti made the saves. Gotti made the saves, Dom, that's all you could say. He was unbelievable, and he won the game. I think he won the game tonight for the Irish.
Yeah, and I think, the last thing, George, is they played a great game, both teams, but in the end, we didn't bury those grade A opportunities, and we had one. Palmer had one at the end of the period, and that'll cost you when you're playing a team like the Irish who capitalized, and they got a couple of really talented goal scorers, and that'll really do it from Lakeshore Ice Arena tonight. And well-fought battle from both teams, and you can hear the noise in here from the AQ fans.
You can hear it. They wanted it more tonight. They didn't want to lose 7 straight to McQuaid. I mean, sometimes when you have that, you have that lead against your rival, it can, sometimes you just come out and they just want to win it, and that's what happened tonight.
Well, I think one positive out of this is you can take this and as the Knights, you can go and have a mindset into practice this week.
Yep.
We lost to our rivals, but it's fuel to beat Batavia Notre Dame on Friday night.
Absolutely. You're going to have it in your home stadium, and all the credit to Aquinas tonight. Absolutely, they were the better team, and they won tonight, and they won. McQuaid did not lose this game. Aquinas won it.
Yeah, good way of saying it, George. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to speak with the coach of the Knights, Coach Dugan, or Coach Dozier from Aquinas based on our position and where we are, but it's a tough loss, and they're going to improve on it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm not worried at all about McQuaid. They're going to be just fine. It's a bump in the road.
And I think that we want to thank you for joining into the broadcast. Myself, Dominic Sansone,
and George Zissis, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight.
Thanks for tuning in tonight. We hope you have a blessed night. God bless.
Go Knights.
Go Knights.